Hi, everyone. Happy to be with you again. It's been a beautiful week here. I hope some of you saw that talk that Dale and I did on Tribe of Christ and on YouTube. And hopefully we'll be getting that up on the audio platforms pretty soon. Spotify, Spreaker, Apple. And yeah, it's quite a week for Tribe of Christ this week. We've had some amazing shows going there, but yeah, we started off with the first episode uh, with Dale, and that will continue on. There will be a continuing program going on with Dale and Jeffrey Kosker on Tribe of Christ. And then today at 10 a.m., yeah, Nicholas and Natalie are starting a new show that is called Breakthroughs. And it's going to be quite exciting. It's at 10 a.m. CST, MDT. Those are the times, Central Standard Time. It's going to be really good. So you're going to want to tune into that today. I'm going to tune in for sure. And then on Friday morning, Nicholas will go on with Andy. And the Modern Mystics return with Modern Mystics Rebirth. So if you haven't signed up for Tribe of Christ, please do and enjoy the shows because we're on a roll now, and I'm sure there's just going to be more and more activity in Tribe of Christ and in the Spanish Tribe of Christ, Tribo de Cristo. And then we're working our way towards the middle of August, August 15th, starting our Mystical Christ Academy. Again, we're back with the Mystical Christ Academy. This time it's 4 weeks, and there's going to be all kinds of lives that will be part of that. So I know you will enjoy that. It's a deep dive into the Christ presence, the presence of Christ, the living Christ. So today I thought I would talk about joy. I was praying on a lesson, and joy just kept come to mind. And actually, I saw a quote very recently on Facebook, and the quote said, "You're not healing to be able to handle trauma. You're used to trauma. You're healing to be able to handle joy." And it was it was called At Crystal the Oracle. That just really touched my heart. So what came to mind today was Workbook Lesson 190 from Jesus and A Course in Miracles. And it goes together with a song that my friend Christopher Todd sent me very, very recently. He sent me a number of great songs, but he sent me a song about joy. It was called Choose Joy. So first, let's just hear from Jesus about joy and choice, about choosing joy. Workbook Lesson 190. This is what Jesus has to say for us. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. Pain is a wrong perspective. When it is experienced in any form, it is a proof of self-deception. It is not a fact at all. There is no form it takes that will not disappear if seen aright. For pain proclaims God cruel. How could it be real in any form? It witnesses to God the Father's hatred of his Son, the sinfulness he sees in him, and his insane desire for revenge and death. Can such projections be attested to? Can they be anything but wholly false? Pain is but a witness to the Son's mistakes in what he thinks he is. It is a dream of fierce retaliation for a crime that could not be committed, for attack on what is wholly unassailable. It is a nightmare of abandonment by an eternal love which could not leave the Son whom it created out of love. Pain is a sign illusions reign in place of truth. It demonstrates God is denied, confused with fear, perceived as mad, and seen as traitor to himself. If God is real, there is no pain. If pain is real, there is no God. For vengeance is not part of love, and fear, denying love and using pain to prove that God is dead, has shown that death is victor over life. The body is the Son of God, corruptible in death, as mortal as the Father he is slain. Peace to such foolishness. The time has come to laugh at such insane ideas. There is no need to think of them as savage crimes or secret sins with weighty consequence. Who but a madman could conceive of them as cause of anything? Their witness, pain, is mad as they, and no more to be feared than the insane illusions which it shields and tries to demonstrate must still be true. It is your thoughts alone that cause you pain. Nothing external to your mind can hurt or injure you in any way. There is no cause beyond yourself that can reach down and bring oppression. No one but yourself affects you. There is nothing in the world that has the power to make you ill or sad or weak or frail, but it is you who have the power to dominate all things you see by merely recognizing what you are. As you perceive the harmlessness in them, they will accept your holy will as theirs. And what was seen as fearful now becomes a source of innocence and holiness. My holy brother, think of this a while. The world you see does nothing. It has no effects at all. It merely represents your thoughts, and it will change entirely as you elect to change your mind and choose the joy of God as what you really want. Your Christ self is radiant in this holy joy, unchanged, unchanging, and unchangeable, forever and forever. And would you deny a little corner of your mind its own inheritance and keep it as a hospital for pain, a sickly place where living things must come at last to die? The world may seem to cause you pain, and yet the world, as causeless, has no power to cause. As an effect, it cannot make effects. As an illusion, it is what you wish. Your idle wishes represent its pains. Your strange desires bring it evil dreams. Your thoughts of death envelop it in fear, while your kind forgiveness does it live. In your kind forgiveness does it live. Pain is the thought of evil taking form and working havoc in your holy mind. Pain is the ransom you have gladly paid not to be free. In pain is God denied the Son he loves. In pain does fear appear to triumph over love, and time replace eternity in heaven. And the world becomes a cruel and bitter place where sorrow rules and little joys give way before the onslaught of the savage pain that waits to end all joy in misery. Lay down your arms and come without defense into the quiet place where heaven's peace holds all things still at last. Lay down all thoughts of danger and of fear. Let no attack enter with you. Lay down the cruel sword of judgment you hold against your throat, and put aside the withering assaults with which you seek to hide your holiness. Here will you understand there is no pain. Here does the joy of God belong to you. This is the day when it is given you to realize the lesson that contains all of salvation's power. It is this: pain is illusion, joy, reality. Pain is but sleep. Joy is awakening. Pain is deception. Joy alone is truth. And so, again, we make the only choice that ever can be made. We choose between illusions and the truth, or pain and joy, or hell and heaven. Let our gratitude unto our teacher fill our hearts as we are free to choose our joy instead of pain, our holiness in place of sin, the peace of God instead of conflict, and the light of heaven for the darkness of the world. So there we have it from Jesus. We just heard, joy alone is truth. And some of you remember that movie, A Few Good Men, with Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson had a line in it, you can't handle the truth. Well, joy alone is truth. We have to choose joy instead of the pain and the trauma of pain. Choose joy. Choose peace, choose love, choose life, choose God, choose reality, choose eternity over time. Eternity is real, time, space, not God's will. God's will is for perfect happiness. So we have a few songs from my friend Christopher Todd today. The first one is aptly titled Choose Joy. The second one is Fascination of Limitation, which we're laying aside today forever. And the third one is a tribute to my friend Dale, who I was just on with very recently. And Christopher, watched that beautiful talk that Dale and I had. And Dale loves acronyms, and LEAP is one that he talked about and enjoys. And in tribute to Dale, yes, Christopher Todd has made a song called Leap. So first we'll start with Choose Joy, followed by Fascination of Limitation, and finally Leap. So here we go with Choose Joy.
Joy thought I was a body, separate and small, alone in a world of danger, waiting for the fall. But now I hear a whisper, gentle, deep, and true. You are His love created, still whole in one, not two. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. His will is joy, no loss, no shame. If I am not in joy, I've gone astray. I come back now and choose His way. Pain is my own idea, not a thought from God. It came from thinking I must fight, struggling with the odds. But love has never left me, it shines through every fear. And when I stop defending, the joy of God is near. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. His moment now, I rise again. His joy is what I am, my birthright flame. No more false self, no more shame. Holy Spirit, light within, heal the thought I carry in. This story of suffering, let it gently go. I do not know what anything means, I give it all to you. Let me see with your eyes now, let me choose what's true. The joy of God is in me, it's flowing through my mind. No circumstance can block it, no past I need to find. Only now I practice, with breath I turn within, repeating in sweet silence the self that's always been. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. This truth returns me home again. I'm not a body, I am free, still as God created me. I choose free, I am free, I am free, I am free. Oh.
Okay. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Choose joy. The next song is called Fascination of Limitation. Very, very interesting. It's the fascination of the ego tricks that we have to see, expose for once and for all as being unreal, something we do not want. Fascination of limitation. Well, it's trying to load it, but having some trouble loading that song here. Okay. Well, let's move on to the third song then, Leap. Let's see if that's going to load for us here. Well, it's having some trouble loading some songs. I think what I'll do is I'll go to the lyrics here. Here we go. There it goes. Fascination of limitations. It loaded in. I'll just read you the first verse. Why do I keep staring at the wall and calling it my world? Why am I so fascinated by the limits I've unfurled? I built this cage with holy hands, then cried out, who could understand? But it was me who hid the key from bound to free. I let it be. So here we go with fascination of limitation.
Why do I keep staring at the wall and calling it my world? Why am I so fascinated by the limits I've unfurled? I built this cage with holy hands, then cried out, who could understand? But it was me who hid the key from bound to free. I let it be. World was made to never solve, a loop that won't dissolve. An unholy alliance of guilt and pride kept me locked up deep inside. But the thrill of pain has lost its shine. It's time to love what's always mine. Fascination of limitation. I see your game, I break your frame. No more trance of separation. I'm waking up to joy, not shame. I used to dance to fear seduction, but now I move in God's eruption. Uh, Your false, I said not me. God's the groove that sets me free. I blame the world, the storm, the heat, but all of that began in me. I thought my wounds were proof of truth. Now I see they're just old youth. This fascination with control is just a detour from my soul. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't need to dig or analyze, just lift the veil before my eyes. The split was fiction made of smoke, now every chain becomes a joke. My prayer is rhythm, my joy is flame. I've dropped the need to play the game. Fascination of limitation, dismissed as old undone. Forgiveness is the liberation. It shines just like the sun. I'm no longer hooked by fear. I dance in truth, I'm crystal clear. Fascination of limitation. Dismissed, dissolved, undone. Forgiveness is the liberation. It shines just like the sun. I'm no longer hooked by fear. I dance in truth. I'm crystal clear. I've been the light
Been the light all along. Wow, that is deep, 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 deep. And now let's try again with leap. And this is, again, from Christopher Todd. It's a tribute to Dale, former boxer, formerly in prison, released in heart, released in mind, released from the prison of false belief.
I wore the name Dale like a badge on my chest. Built a boxer from bruises, a life second best. Got the cheers, but inside I was losing the fight. Till a name from my past showed up one night. Keith Wright, that ghost in my grade school hall. He shook my hand and the mask began to fall. Said, you don't know what you meant to me. And I saw the trap I called identity. I had to leave everything at peace. All that shame, let the grip release. From the fist to forgiveness, I'll finally see the one I had to forgive was me. Back in the day, I'd freeze when she walked by. That girl at the pool with starlight in her eye. Dina Hard, the name I never forgot. She came to say hi, and I bolted on the spot. For 35 years, and Spirit had a plan. My letters found her, and I became a man. She read my truth, past all the pain, and she said, come as you are, no need to explain. So I L-E-A-P, leave everything at peace. The stories I carry, I let them cease. She didn't want the fighter, the name or the tale. She wanted my heart, not a mask on a scale. Leave everything at peace. The fight is over now. They called me a mentor, a preacher behind bars. But all I did was listen beneath the scars. Every face I saw was a mirror in disguise. And each tear I shed, another truth would rise. From Keith to the guard, to the sister who came, every soul I met called out my name. Not the name of the boxer, not the name of fame, but the child who just longed to be loved the same. Now I leave everything at peace. Drop the defense and let judgment cease. From a cage to the Christ, from fear to release. I'm not who I was, I'm who God sees. Leave everything at peace.
Wow, that is spectacular. Well, today we choose joy. We choose the joy of God instead of pain, and we make the leap. We leave everything at peace. Have a peaceful, loving, joyful, happy day. Extend your heart, extend your life, extend your joy to everything and everyone without exception. God bless you.